Revelation 11 and 12 in the KJV Slovakia. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the tenth part of the city fell. And in the great earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. Okay, so this great earthquake is those nuclear missiles, right, all hitting on Babylon the Great. And what do we have here? Russia to launch nuke into space. So this is going to be an EMP situation, but still going into this situation about these nukes. Let's get another one real quick. Let's get an ICBM. Here's Zechariah 14:12. Just to let you know that they're in there. Zechariah 14:12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away while they stand. So their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. So that's going into those ICBMs or nuclear uh, melting, if you will. Okay, the consuming away. All right, and that's the effects of a nuclear bomb. Anyway, with that, shalom. Shalom, call hello, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat Shimakakodash, double honors to the elder apostles and other bishops, a great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom, salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word and truth and in sincerity, the hopeful like tabernacle of David. I'm the elder Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily update. Let's watch this. Steve Ram, he's going to give us the update pretty much. Take it, Steve.
New global alerts coming out regarding nuclear conflict around the world. I'm going to be sharing with you the latest.
Nuclear conflict around the world. What is that? World War III. One more time there.
New global alerts coming out regarding nuclear conflict around the world. I'm going to be sharing with you the latest headlines, and yes, the United States and its adversaries. Let's go ahead and take a look at this, so that way you can see the latest that's been coming out with these nuclear warnings. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you. Russia sparks horror space Pearl Harbor fears with nuclear weapons plans. We're getting new updates out on this. And in addition to that, take a look. We're going to be covering the details, but it's not just Russia.
Even the Pearl Harbor, hearkening back to World War II. Right? The spirit of war is in there. There's a time for everything under the sun. Ecclesiastes 3.
Plans to trigger Space Pearl Harbor with nuclear anti-satellite weapons, U.S. general warns. We're going to be getting into all of the details. Now, in addition to that, take a look at this. First time in history, the U.S. is facing double nuclear threat from China and from Russia as Trump threatens a NATO exit. In addition to that, we're hearing coming out today, Russian missiles are flying near Chernobyl plant, risking a major accident 40 years after the nuclear catastrophe, Ukraine says. And also North Korea, a lot of nuclear warnings coming out, launches multiple short-range ballistic missiles towards the sea. Sunday's launches came hours before South Korean president left the country to visit India and Vietnam. And this is all happening amid the conflict in the Middle East with the United States and Iran, which is ongoing. Avoid any temporary deal on Iran nukes. And take a look at this coming out. Trump says he...
Look at this. Nuke, 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 nuke. The chatter is all nukes. Look at this.
Surprised by China's gift to Iran found in seized tanker ship. We caught a ship yesterday that had some things on it which wasn't very nice. A gift from China, perhaps, I don't know, but I was still a little surprised. Trump said during an interview with CNBC, as Trump had said before, that there was rumors floating around that China was providing weapons, defenses, various things for the war to Iran. China denied it. And now we're hearing it's been confirmed that there were things found on a Chinese ship that was a gift to Iran.
Let the weak say I'm strong. Okay. All right. Touching on Ezekiel 38, where it says Russia's going to supply all of its company with whatever they
The
need.
ceasefire is carrying on, and we're hearing that Iran is saying they're ready to go for another round of war, and that is looking like the direction that we are going to be going. But
War, war, war. Let's get one. I'm going to keep this short. Let's go back to this. ECCL 3, right? Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. ECCL E. Spell it out. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the heaven. Jump down to 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war. Here it is. The time, the season and the time that we're in under heaven. A time of war and a time of peace. We're clearly not in the time of peace. We're in the time of peace and safety, which means sudden destruction. Okay, but we're clearly in a time of war, right? And do I hate my enemies like David? All right. Do I not hate them, O Lord? So basically, I mean, where's it going? Let him talk some more about the climate and the dialogue. Listen to the language of war. Listen to this.
a lot of nuclear threats and warnings coming out, and essentially, we're going to be covering the details for you. We're hearing while all of this is taking place in the Middle East, the United States, we're hearing, is saying that at this time, that Russia is preparing to launch a nuclear weapon into space to wipe out all satellites, 80%.
Wipe out. Listen to the language. To wipe out. Doesn't matter. Wipe out. Sounds like World War to me. Wipe out. What are they doing to the Palestinians over there in Gaza? They wild. What's a wipe out?
Of not allowing us to then be aware of what is flying on its way.
I'm going to wipe you off the face of the map.
Potential attacks. So, in other words, taking down our capabilities to detect missiles flying in the direction of the U.S.
Missiles flying, and listen to the language. America's going to be wiped out by missiles flying in the direction of Babylon the Great.
Is the major concern. And as you saw, all of these articles coming out this month, April 2026, new alarms, new alerts sounding regarding this potential threat.
Sound the alarm. Make ready the ambushes. Listen to the language. Wars and rumors of war.
To the United States, but not just the U.S., but to the world. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We're going to be diving into all the articles, the details. We got information on Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran. Now, to get more updates on the Iranian conflict, the live updates every single day I'm doing for you, I'm going to start going live consistently at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to get caught up on the latest, you can.
The WW3 Daily Update. We got to shoot. We got to keep it popping.
Sure. I'm going to be going live 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to try to get a regular schedule set in place. Now, if you appreciate the updates, do me a favor before we dive in, take a quick second, hit the thumbs up, like button for me, hit subscribe to stay up to date. If this is your first time here, it's totally free. Why not? Going to keep you up to speed on everything. And as you know, here on the channel, I cite all of my sources. So all the articles that I'm going to be reading for you today, I'm going to put them on the screen, read right from them, show you the dates, where they're coming from, hyperlink them in the description, just like a book report, citing my sources, so that way you can know and rest assured this is the latest information coming out. And also do my due diligence to make sure that I keep you up to speed on the most accurate information. A lot of people asking about that nuke threat, that rumor circulating around that Donald Trump was asking for the nuclear codes. Let me know if you heard this. They're saying this Saturday, in that emergency meeting that took
Listen to the language. Donald Trump is trying to launch a goddamn nuke right now.
at the White House between President Donald Trump and his cabinet, there was a rumor circulating that he had asked for the nuclear codes, that he was fed up with Iran and said, "Hand me those nuclear codes." Dan Kane intervened and said, "No, let's not do that. I am not willing to use a nuclear weapon yet." And they decided to go away from it. That's been circulating around due to a podcast where somebody claimed that it was an individual by the name of, I think it was Larry Johnson, if I remember correctly. We covered it in detail yesterday. The White House is saying that there is nothing to verify that whatsoever. They're saying it is false. So, like I said, I'll even share with you the things that are coming out that they are saying are false and let you know what the truth actually is. Cite all the sources for you. Again, if you appreciate that, take a quick second, hit the like button for me. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the details so you can see what's going on here. Now, we had actually heard this before. I think it was a year or two ago. There was warnings coming out. They had let Congress know that Russia would be launching some sort of nuclear device out into space. And now we're getting these warnings coming out yet again.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. But you can hear the chatter in the air about nukes. Even Donald Trump about to, I need them codes. All right, so, hey. Um, Shoot. And now those scientists, Wilcock? David Wilcock killed himself? No, he didn't. David Wilcock said this. He said that the Illuminati told him that if he put in his book about Black Jesus, they were going to kill him. And we just found out, he put it in there. We just found out that they killed his publisher, the one that put it in the book, 2 days before they killed Wilcock. So there's a story right there. Okay. They did. They got him back. They waited until they had to put him down. They got him and the what biographer? I don't know what it was. Whoever did his book, right? And he said in the book that if he put it in the book, they would kill him. He said he's still alive. Da 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 da. Maybe it was time for him to go. But they waited. They do things in their own time too. Anyway, yeah. And what is that going into? That's going into that war, the last part of the war, which is the war in the sky, or the war in heaven, as they call it, which is a different lesson. We'll get into that. But keep your eye on the David Wilcock thing, because he said that they would kill him if he put that in the book. Guess what? He put it in the book, they killed him. With that, we pray that the elect were edified, your brother and few sisters. Shalom.